The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Jets beat reporter Brian Costello wrote 4 reasons why the Jets could struggle in 2024. Is Kaz right with his concerns? We'll talk about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
They don't believe that they're the same old Jets.
I am 100% not falling for them again.
I think you've got a guy that's in love with the sport of football, and it was taken away from him.
I think it's going to be a mess.
He is in a point of life where he understands the pressure.
This team is in a position to win a championship.
3 games in 11 days to start.
I think they have the best roster, arguably, in the division.
Whether you love me or hate me, we are must-watch TV. Everybody knows that.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Brees Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, Jets fans. Welcome in, everybody. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And if you missed it, really fun show this morning where we played at one point all 7 of the songs or raps that will appear on the future As Maniac album, because we have the most talented listeners on the planet. So we debuted a couple new tracks that were made over the weekend on the first show. So check that out if you missed it. All right. Today's show, we're going to break down an article that was written by a longtime Jets beat reporter, Brian Costello. Here's the headline on the New York Post website: why it's time to pump the brakes on crowning the Jets this early. Now, I would like the first things first say this. The New York Jets are not being crowned by anyone. Who is talking about the New York Jets nationally saying that this is going to be some team that's going to go all the way to the Super Bowl and win the whole thing? Last year, I think you could argue people were crowning the Jets. This year, while there's a lot of Jet fans like myself who are optimistic about the team, I don't think there's nearly as much hype, buzz, excitement as there was last year post Aaron Rodgers deal. I think we're optimistic. I think we're excited about the roster that Joe Douglas put together. But I think if you're a realistic Jet fan, you have some concerns about key players staying healthy, the head coach, the offensive coordinator, etc. What I will say is, when you look at the division the Jets are in, you can't say their competition got better this offseason. Let's start there. The Bills did not get better. The Dolphins did not get better. Now, if the Jets had done nothing but brought in Aaron Rodgers healthy, they're better. And we know the Jets have done a lot more than just, oh, Aaron's back, here we go again. They have revamped the offensive line with 3 new starters. They have a legitimate answer to the left tackle spot when Tyron Smith doesn't play all 17 games, and Olu Fashanu, who they selected with their first-round pick. They added Mike Williams and Malachi Corley to a receiver room that needed more talent. They added Hassan Reddick to replace Bryce Huff and made their defense, if not the same level, maybe you could argue better. They added a legitimate backup quarterback. This is the most important thing you could make the case they did by bringing in Tyrod Taylor. So if Aaron is injured, they're not screwed like they were last year. So I don't know too many people who are crowning the Jets. I think Costello's point in the article is basically like a straw man's argument, and I'll explain. Who's pumping up the Jets right now? Who's crowning them? What I have simply said is I think they're the most talented team in the AFC East. I think they could go from 7-10, and I think their floor is at least 10 wins. and that means I'm crowning them, okay, I guess by Brian Costello's definition, I'm crowning them. But I think the New York Jets, or at least a playoff team, they've been a 7-win team with no quarterback the last 2 years. Why wouldn't I expect them with Rodgers healthy and a legitimate backup behind them to go from 7 wins to, say, 10 wins and into the playoffs? No one's guaranteeing a Super Bowl. We have some callers like Neil who's saying 17-0, but most Jet fans, I think, look at this team and think, hey, we're one of the 7 best teams in the AFC. We're one of the 7 best teams in our conference with our roster, our quarterback. Give us a chance. Give us some injury luck for once from the football gods, and the Jets can make some noise. I think that's how Jet fans, for the most part, look at it. And I think that's a fair, reasonable expectation for this team. Now, as far as the substance of the article, he gave 4 specific reasons why, to quote Brian Costello, the New York Jets may not be as good as we think they're going to be. Costello wrote, I'm here to pump the brakes on the Super Bowl parade. There are some things I could see tripping up this team as I've watched this spring. Here are 4 reasons the Jets might not be as good as people think. Number 1 is, what if Aaron Rodgers is not the same Aaron Rodgers? Quote, I know this could be blasphemy. Look, Rodgers has been as advertised during spring OTAs. He makes at least one throw in every session that makes you say, wow. He has given the Jets social media team content for days with his no-look passes. But this is spring. Rodgers is supposed to look like this when there are no pads, no pass rush. It would be an actual story if he didn't look good. I feel like everyone's assuming the Jets are going to get MVP Rodgers from 2020 or 2021. But are we sure they will get that in 2024? His most recent MVP is now 3 years ago. His final season with the Packers was fine for most quarterbacks, but not Rodgers. His 12 interceptions were the second most in his career, and his 26 touchdowns were his second fewest in a season where he played at least 10 games. He missed all of last season with the torn Achilles, so now he's coming back after a full season away and 3 years removed from a really good year. He's 40. There will be a decline at some point. Just 4 quarterbacks have posted a passer rating of 80 or above once they hit 40. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Brett Favre, Warren Moon. Would it be a surprise if Rodgers joins that list? Absolutely not. But I also don't think everyone should assume a 40-year-old coming off major injury is going to light up the league. Here's my point to Brian Costello. The New York Jets do not need Aaron Rodgers to be MVP Aaron Rodgers for this team to be one of the better teams in the AFC and win the division. They have beaten the Bills with Zach Wilson head-to-head the last 2 years. The Miami Dolphins struggle against good teams, 1-5 against teams with a winning record. Tua has never won a game when the temperature dips below 45 degrees. If Aaron Rodgers can be average or top 15 in the league out of 32 quarterbacks, the New York Jets, with the rest of their roster, should be the best team in their own division. And I think Rodgers, with a chip on his shoulder, the weaponry around him, I think he's going to be better than top 15. But to Kaz's point, if Aaron Rodgers is what he was in 2022, the Jets could be an 11-win team with that. So that doesn't concern me at all. His second point is the only real question you have with this team, in my opinion. Can they stay on the field? We know about Rodgers coming off injury. Mike Williams is coming off a torn ACL. Tyron Smith has not played 16 games since 2015. Morgan Moses had pec surgery after last year. But this is a guy who's always been durable. Tyron Smith, yeah, he's not playing 17 games. But you know what? You have Olu Fashanu there for a reason. You're equipped to handle that injury. You're equipped, if God forbid Rodgers goes down, to have Tyrod Taylor. If Rodgers can't play 17 games, can he play 14 or 15 with Tyrod playing the next 2 or 3? If the answer to that is yes, like I believe it is, this to me is not a big concern. Number 3 on his list. Should we trust the offensive coaches? I'm going to quote Aaron Rodgers. Do you trust Aaron Rodgers? If your answer is yes, I'll live with Nathaniel Hackett for a year. Hackett is to Rodgers what Adam Gase was to Peyton Manning in Denver. While not ideal, It works for what the Jets need to accomplish this season. And then finally, this to me is utter nonsense. What if the defense takes a step back? We're going to play the what if game? You mean a defense that's been top 5 the last 2 years? What if they take a step back? I mean, what if? Okay, what if? There's no tangible evidence to support a step back. If anything, the Jets defense should be better this year. Want to know why? They're going to play with leads. They're not going to be on the field the entire game. They're going to be able to rush the quarterback more. They're going to be able to close out games. If your list of 4 reasons why the Jets could struggle includes what if the defense takes a step back, you really don't have much to this list, in my opinion. Yeah, the defense could take a step back if Sauce Gardner, Quincy Williams, CJ Mosley, Hassan Reddick, Jermaine Johnson, if they all get hurt, they'll take a step back. But if you're making a list of 4 reasons why you think the Jets are going to struggle this year, like Brian Costello of the New York Post did, what if the defense takes a step back? That to me just can't be one of them. What if? Yeah, what if? I mean, if they all get hurt, sure. Last 2 years, though, the Jets have been decimated by injuries on the offensive side of the ball, not the defensive side of the ball. So what if they take a step back? I mean, if we're just going to play the what if game, what if Patrick Mahomes suffered his torn Achilles on the 4th play of the Chiefs season? If you're going to come up with a list of reasons why you would be concerned with this team, you can't for a second tell me the defense taking a step back would be one of them. This is where I think any concern is not validated. So number 3 on this list is basically Hackett. If you trust Rodgers, I could live with Hackett. We've seen this work. Number 4 on the list is the defense. Really? I trust the Jets when it comes to evaluating defensive players. Number 2 is, can they stay on the field? Yes, the Jets have questions with injuries. We get it. But you know what? Every team needs to stay healthy to have a chance. It's a war of attrition. Ask the Knicks. And number 1, what if Rodgers is not the same Rodgers? Do we think he's going to be 2015 Peyton Manning? I don't. If he's 2022 Aaron Rodgers, that is more than good enough. You know what Aaron Rodgers' career record is when his starting defense allows 20 points or less? 81-10. I'll take my chances that Aaron Rodgers could find a way to put up 21 points per game with the Jets, and they'll win most of those games. So, once again, if these are the 4 reasons why you think it's trying to pump the brakes on the Jets, they got a damn good team. If those are the 4 things you came up with, I think it speaks volumes about the team they have. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Jet fans, your thoughts on Costello's 4 reasons why the Jets could struggle in 2024. You buy it? Or do you think he's grasping at straws with some of his reasoning? Let's see what you guys are thinking. We'll take your calls as well on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline. Today's Jake Asman Show is being presented by my friends at Huga House. Get the hat that Kevin from The Office wears. Get the hat that the overrated Josh Allen wears. Shane Gillis. You name it. They're all rocking Huga House. Aaron Rodgers, Tyler Conklin rocking Huga House over the weekend together. HugaHouse.com, promo code Asman. Buy 1 hat at 15% off with that code. You get a second hat 30% off with code Asman at checkout. Go to HugaHouse.com. That's HUEGA house.com. Promo code Asman at checkout to get yourself your vintage inspired cap 15% off. Shout out to Huga House for being a part of today's show. All right, let's get to some of your calls, some of your comments as well. We also need to crack a mystery that went down over the weekend. So I don't know how many of you were tuned into the Bobby Midnight Show, but there was someone that was calling in repeatedly yesterday that was prank calling Bobby. And I'm going to use the power of this audience to try and get to the bottom of it. So here's a short clip. If you missed it, this is from the Bobby Midnight program of some prank calls that were happening. And we're going to try and figure out who is responsible for these pranks.
There he is. Alan's right there. Alan.
Hey, Bobby.
How you doing? You okay?
I'm all right.
Strep throat is bad for you.
I'm on my deathbed.
Is this the real Alan?
Yeah, Bobby?
Okay, where you live now?
Well, I'm moving to Dallas with my wife.
Why are you moving to Dallas for?
Work.
Whose work?
My wife.
What does she do?
None of your business.
Wrong. Wrong. I know Alan told me yesterday what she does. Piece of shit on him. That's not Alan. Addison, that was not Alan. Trust me.
I think it was.
No, it was not.
You should let Alan back in.
No, I don't want that crappy. No way. No, I don't want to talk to him. I'm sick of talking to him.
The voice sounded a little familiar.
So why are you sticking up for him for? Jay Quest.
What's up, Jake Quest?
Hey, boys.
Jay Quest, what are you doing?
I'm on the toilet, Bob.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Let him stay, Bobby.
No, fuck that. What do you do for a living?
I work with the railroad.
Oh, you a lying piece of crap. Well then, that's not Jay Quest. Is this Gator?
It is me, Bobby. I'm Gator McCluskey.
Gator.
That ain't Gator. This is the piece of shit that went on 3 times.
Yeah, see, even Jake Asman says that sounded like Gator. He talks to Gator all the time.
Yeah, that's not Gator.
So we're trying to figure out who that is. Obviously, the voice, it's tough to pick up, but we're going to keep investigating. You know, we owe it to Bobby for that. Let's get to your calls now. Gustbuster Hotline. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our rap stars, Purple Belt Mike, leads us off today. What's up, Mike?
Yo, what's up? Look, man, we are winning the Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody says. Look, if you don't believe it yet, that's fine. But Aaron Rodgers and reality is going to hit when we're playing in February, and we are going to crush the 49ers, and we're going to win the Super Bowl. It's going to happen this year. If 2015 Peyton Manning can win a Super Bowl, 2024 Aaron Rodgers can win a Super Bowl. This team is better than that team.
Well, this team has to be defensively the best in the league by far to win with that level of quarterback play because Peyton wasn't good that year at all.
Yeah, my point is that I think that this team is better and Aaron's going to be better. So if that team can win, our team can win. Why not us?
Look,
why not us?
Talent-wise, you tell me Aaron's healthy and he is out there with this team as far as, you know, just not even him being healthy, but, you know, a large chunk of this roster. I don't think it's far-fetched. People just don't want to accept it because it's the Jets. That's why.
Any injury except Aaron, we will still be okay. As
Correct.
much as it would hurt, we would still be okay. The only thing we can't sustain for Super Bowl aspirations would be an injury to Aaron. And you know what? We added 3 new linemen and depth to prevent that from happening. No more cut blocks, none of that bullshit. We got this, and it's going to happen.
Well, they could survive some injuries. If you start talking about, you know, you lose Garrett Wilson, you lose Sauce, you lose like your stars, it gets a lot tougher. But if you keep your quarterback upright,
5 stars,
yes.
How often is that going to happen?
Well, exactly
5 stars.
Well, I mean, to me, you need a little injury luck, and you obviously need a very strong, you know, quarterback season if you do start suffering injuries, which I think Aaron's capable of giving you.
Absolutely. Let's go Jets, baby. Also winning the MVP.
Mike, from your lips to God's ears. Love it. Love it. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. Big fella, our first super chat on the day. We have the best fans. We also have some of the most negative beat reporters. We should have thrown him in with the JFM trade. Ha! Here's the thing. The Jets beat has covered nothing but losing for a very long time. And they're not Jet fans. So, like, this is a job to them. So they're not going to give the Jets the benefit of the doubt because they're just prone to only seeing losing. Now, that's not necessarily right. Like, their job is to be objective and not be a fan or be negative. Just report the facts. But this was a column. A column is not objective. It's an opinion piece. So Costello has given his opinion. And that's what I did responding to it. Jay says the NFL schedule makers are crowning them. You're not wrong. If anyone's crowning the Jets, it's the NFL thinking they're going to be good with a record amount of standalone games in their first 11 games of the year. I mean, that's the bottom line. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Syosset, the great Zach Antel writes in on Twitter. This Asman guy knows what he's talking about. Shout out to you, Zach Antel. Reese writes in, good afternoon, Jake. I just got my Hugo House cage tat. Thank you for the promo. My man, promo code Asman. I'm glad you got it. Matthias says, this Jets team is going to tear up the AFC East. Talent-wise, they're the best team in that division. I don't want to hear about the Dolphins. I don't want to hear about the Bills. They have not gotten better. You tell me Aaron plays, I'll take the Jets in the division. We're winning the division. That's the goal. Home playoff game. See you all at MetLife. That's the goal for the regular season. Comments, questions, super chats will, in fact, cut the line. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Alan somehow has escaped the hole. Alan, what brings you here? How was Saleh not being a legit head coach not amongst the top 4 question marks? Well, maybe because he has won 7 games the last 2 years with 0 quarterback play, and maybe kind of deserves the benefit of the doubt of a real season with Aaron Rodgers before we say he can't coach. Maybe that has something to do with it, Alan. But it doesn't fit your narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, Jets Johnny up next. Gusbuster Hotline. What's up, Jets Johnny? Jets Johnny. There he is.
Jake, my brother, how you doing, man? Let me see if I can.
What's up, Johnny?
This. Can you still see me?
Well, we see your
give me
fight
2
icon.
seconds. My bad. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let me call back in. I'm cooking on something. My bad. I wasn't ready.
All right. He's cooking on something, whatever that means. While we wait, let's play another clip from the Bobby show as we try to get to the bottom of this, this prank caller. So if you're tuning in late, someone was pranking Bobby yesterday. They weren't showing their face. We're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, Bobby, it's me, Dano.
No, it's not.
That's Dano.
That ain't Dano.
What's up, Addison? How are you? I'm just chilling, man, watching the Bobby show.
Why you have to be such a dumbass? Why can't you show your damn face for?
My camera broke, and I'm ugly.
Yeah, because you're too fucking ugly, probably. You have you don't have any balls, you call in and you don't have any balls. I want to know who you are.
That's not nice.
I'll be quiet. Who are you?
I'm Dano, and I'm ugly.
Yeah, that ain't Dano. This is not the real Gator. Shoot him. That's not the real Gator.
Hey, Bobby, it's me, Gator.
You know what? You're a.
Did you watch my son?
You're a son of a bitch. Why are you laughing for?
Oh, I dropped something.
Oh, this guy has no balls in his junk. Pussy. Probably stupid as fuck. This guy's driving me up the wall. Yeah, please crack the case for me because I'm going bananas. If I ever find his IPS address, he's in goddamn trouble.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Mr. Bonesy.
I mean, you got everyone called him, and we don't know who this guy is. Unreal. We will get to the bottom of this. Someone's going to run the AI voice detector, and we'll figure it out. All right? More of your calls right now. Jets Johnny's ready for us. What's up, Johnny?
Jake, I got a little poem for you. Here we go. Oh, Gary, with your pizza slice from the gas station, not so nice. Your sports takes always make us groan, yet in our hearts, you're never alone. At 60, dogs have won your heart. A bit late, but a lovely start. Your opinions might be quite the scare, but dear old Gary, we still care. Your quirks and choices, bold and brash, in our circle, you're quite the splash. So here's to you, with true, even when your takes are askew. That's all I got.
Chicken with pasta is worse than peanut butter with sandwich.
Well done, Johnny. He hung up. What a poem. That was very moving. Tom says his poem brings tears to my eyes. Not only do we have raps, we now have poetry, folks. Was that a haiku? Jeffrey says I'm not high enough for poetry. Oh, just stay tuned. Don't you worry. We'll get there. Pittsburgh Mike says, Jets Johnny, go to an open mic. I love it. I love it. What a day it's been. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone that we love, respect, and occasionally we fear. His name is none other than Bobby Midnight.
Well, you know that Al's a lion crap of crap. You should check out my new hat. The Jets are freaking awesome. Bobby. Hi, Jake.
Bobby!
I think I figured out the voice.
Did you?
It's you. It's you.
How dare you accuse me?
Yes, it's you. What is that? What's that show called on TV? What's that? It's a spoof. You spoof your friend on TV.
But wait, how could it be me, Bobby, when I called in yesterday?
Jake, is that you?
What's up, Bobby? How we doing? I heard there was someone being fake Jake, and I wanted to prove that there's only one Jake.
I told you that was a Jake. Someone, you gotta go back, okay, Jake, and tell me who that voice was.
Didn't Gator call in too?
Oh, that wasn't Gator either.
Oh, okay. Hey, Bobby, you should take Gator's comment off the screen. It's been there for an hour.
I know. I had to pee. I can tell you right now, it's not Mike D's nuts.
Hey, Mike D's nuts.
No, it's me, bro. What's going on?
Oh, it is you? Okay, I'm sorry. I just got so many prank calls today. It's pathetic. One big dickhead kept calling in. He shoved that keyboard right up his ass. That's what I think. He's a chicken shit, and I hate people like that. I tell it as it is, guys. I'm a little Irish man from New York, and when I get pissed, I get pissed. Okay, it was you. You put your nose up to your camera yesterday.
It was me.
Yes.
Was it?
What's that show called?
I don't know what show you're referring to.
You got busted or something? I got pranked, right?
You got.
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers? Is that the show?
Something like that. Your friend, you do it on your friends. Was that really you? Yes.
I don't know.
Come on, be honest. Well, you're not wearing a hat today.
I don't always need to wear a hat.
Oh, are you having a date tonight?
No.
Okay. That's my thought. Yeah.
I can't wear if I had a date tonight, I couldn't wear a hat.
No, I don't know. You're looking good for your woman. That's what I thought.
I think I look good with a hat.
I know.
That's why I'm sponsored by a hat brand.
I know that, but I think you want to. Who is that bald-headed guy?
Which guy?
That one right there. What's he do?
You don't know who that guy is, Bobby?
I heard of him. What does he do?
He's a podcaster.
Yeah, I know.
A stand-up comedian.
He's a stand-up comedian?
A UFC analyst.
Oh, okay. That's where I heard his name from.
That's Joe Rogan.
I heard UFC. Okay, now I know where you come from.
Yep.
So come on, please tell me it was you. Come on.
I don't know who it was, Bob.
It was you. You're smiling. You can't stop laughing. I figured it out finally, right?
You got it, Bobby. Yeah.
You pranked me, right? I got pranked.
Breaking news. It was me, Bobby. Yeah, I did it.
Yes. Are you mad at me or something?
No, I thought it'd be funny for the show. And it was.
Okay. I got pranked. Or whatever.
You got. Repeat after me. I got. I got.
Yeah, I got. Well, first I thought it was Dano. It couldn't be Dano.
No, definitely not Dano. He's not smart
Then
enough.
I listened to your voice yesterday when you called in.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, shit. Now I know who the voice was. It was you. You kept putting your nose up to the camera. You never do that.
Would you say I'm a lying crap of crap, Bobby?
No, you just got me. That was a good one. I hope Gator gets all this.
Well, what if I were to tell you that this was a coordinated prank with me and Gator?
Probably.
Yeah. No, it was. Gator's the one who edited all those clips.
Why did Addison laugh so much?
I think he thought it was funny.
Thanks a lot, Addison. No, it was good. I take that. I'm a good sport.
You're the best, Bobby. We
But
love
how
you.
did Alan get back in? Until you,
I don't know. Should I send
maybe
him
he
back
got
to the hall?
membership. Maybe he got membership.
should I send him back to the hall?
Well, no, he's okay now.
He's fine.
He's sick. He's sick. He has strep throat.
Yeah, he sounded sick when that guy called you yesterday.
No. I know that was serious. So you really have a date tonight, right?
I never said I had a date in the first place.
Well, that's what I'm guessing. You're looking sexy for you women.
Thank you, Bobby.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend. You know this.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Yeah.
you're getting ready for a date.
I'm seeing Emily later this week.
That's what I heard. No.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you and Carly are item.
I know. They got the wrong girl.
Well, I wish I was her age. I would be dating that girl.
Oh, yeah, Bobby.
And walking her dog.
You're going to walk her dog, huh?
Yeah, what's the dog's name again?
Carly's dog or Emily's dog?
I don't know Emily. I know Carly.
Ah.
What was Carly's dog's name again?
Ace.
Ace, that's right, Ace.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
I haven't had sex for, oh my God, I'm so dried up. I'm like a.
all right, Bobby, thank you.
Well, you know, I have my own YouTube show. If I'm awake, I'm going live. But Les Jake has a show. Bobby.
I can't do this. Family show, Bob. What a show. Hit the like button. You never know what you're getting on this show, folks. God. I know what we need. We need a little Gator McCluskey music video.
Stop. What's up, Jake? You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, shit.
Stop.
Let me ask you something, ass man. What do you think of Zach Wilson?
He stinks.
Thank God he's gone. He never scores no fucking touchdown.
He stinks.
The second pick for number 2 destroyed the Jets' cause.
He stinks.
As maniacs kick so much ass, but some of them, they kill the vibe and make the show a freaking mess. So Jake reminds them.
He stinks.
When Alan calls, he speaks the hate. That cartoon douche, he trashed the Jets. Let Bobby know, cause he's the man who will find him.
He stinks.
Another call comes from the car. Distorted voice and no Wi-Fi. That's JJ with crap ass phone. Just cut off all calls.
He stinks.
Is that gas station pizza? Come on, Gary.
He stinks.
Chicken don't go with pasta. Let's get out of here, Jake.
The guy is terrible. Enough.
What a show. That call by Bobby right up there with some of the top ones we've taken. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, the power with a super chat. We are finally going to see Saleh coach the way he intended from the beginning. This roster gives him the platform to show off his coaching aptitude. Yeah, look, we know we can coach defense. He's proven that. He could hire a good defensive staff. He's never had a quarterback. He now has a quarterback. Now it's time to win. Mike D's Nuts with a super chat. Yikes. There we go. Where else can you get this kind of content? Nowhere but here. Facts. Where else are you going to hear about Bobby going years removed since he last made Sweet Love? South End Auto Detailing. Bobby wants Carly to walk him on the dog leash. I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one, sir. Ricky NY up next on the program. What's up, Ricky?
How's it going, Jake? Having a great day. Glad we finally got to the bottom of that Bobby mystery.
Yeah.
I know it was driving him crazy.
Whoever was prank calling him has got some nerve.
I'll tell you, you never know what you're going to get. At any rate, thank you very much. I got my liquid IV right here just in time. And also today I got this, my birthday present from the wife.
Oh, the Jordan Travis jersey. I knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah. So got to support my guys. But just wanted to pop. I got to head out to work in a minute. Just wanted to pop on and say hello real quick. Thank you again. And everybody have a great day. Go Jets.
Love it, Ricky. Love it. Comments, questions, super chats. Hit the like button. David writes in, how important is game planning? And do you think Hackett's capable of creating workable plans? Yeah, because he's done it with Rodgers before. I think game planning is important. I like the fact they did add a couple new offensive coaches with experience, Tony Dews and Sean Jefferson. It comes down to Aaron, though, man. Right? That's what it comes down to. They won 7 games with no quarterback last year. You have Aaron Rodgers now. Unreal. Tonight at 7 p.m., I'm not going on a date, Bobby. I'm joining Tyson Rauch on Let's Talk Jets. So that's why I'm all dressed up, Bob. Got to look good for Tyson. Big fella with a super chat. Bobby, so dried up, he isn't sitting on a chair. He's sitting on his nuts. Big fella, you're ridiculous. More calls. Sexy Rexy for life joins us. What's up, Sexy Rexy?
Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
What's up, dude? Long time no talk.
Yeah, long time. I was actually going to bring it up. I haven't called since before Lane Kerner's first call.
Really?
And the only reason I know that is because my name is also Lane. And, here I am standing on the shoulders of Mr. Kerner here. But, it's all right. Oh, by the way, got a little friend here with me. He's a Jets fan as well. Could you see him right there? He's got a... Yeah.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah, he's the best. He was a Zach Wilson fan, so I had him on the shot caller for a while, but he's good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the reason I called is there was a play in Week 17 last year between the Cowboys and Lions. This is going to sound random, but I swear there's a point to this, where this backup linebacker, I think his name Jalen Reeves, I believe, he threw a trick play pass 31 yards against the Cowboys. And the reason I bring this up is I'm a Detroit Tigers fan because I'm from Michigan. And they had a billboard put up yesterday saying, who had more completions, this backup linebacker or Aaron Rodgers? And they had, the linebacker with 1, Aaron was 0. And I get the Lions, they hate the Packers, they hate Aaron. But just the level of, distasteful rhetoric around this dude's, devastating injury. You know what I mean? I've never heard of this kind of talk about an athlete tearing his Achilles. It's sad, man. It's clearly part of it political, part of it they just don't like him, whatever. But I don't know. I just want to kind of get your thoughts on where we stand with the Aaron Rodgers hate.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to pull it up on the screen right now because I did see this. And you're 100% right, Lane. Good call. Not Lane Train, but Sexy Rexy Lane. I'll pull it up for everyone to see. To me, this is classless, and it's only Aaron Rodgers that gets openly mocked for his injury. You would name me an athlete that ever got this much hate for an injury. Let me go full screen here so everyone can see it. So who had the most completions last season? And they put up Rodgers and then the player on the Lions that you just heard our caller talk about. Think about that. Only Aaron Rodgers gets openly mocked for his devastating injury. It's like a joke. The joy that people have in seeing this guy have one of the worst injuries that's ever happened in sports, right? With all the hype and excitement, opening drive of the year. To me, it's so classless and good because I think Aaron sees all this and he's going to come back with vengeance. And if he's healthy, which I think he will be, he's going to be great this year, folks. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a big year for the Jets. I do. But pretty classless for the Tigers, who, by the way, suck. And for Detroit to pull this card when karma's a you-know-what. The Lions finally had their one good season. I'd be careful tempting fate like that. Purple Belt Mike says, Aaron won't give Bobby blue balls this year. Good enough for me. Matthias says this will piss him off even more. Good. I love it. It's CJ Stroud opens his mouth. All motivation, man. J-Quest says, can't wait till Aaron plays and destroys everyone. Me too. No one mocks Kirk Cousins for the same injury. No one mocks. I've never seen an athlete get mocked for having a devastating injury. It's become a joke. I know it rolls right off Aaron's shoulders and it's not going to affect him. If anything, it will help him. It'll inspire him, motivate him, but man. Roger says, Jake, the show goes in so many directions. It's impossible to watch the show without laughing out loud. Keep up the great content. And as maniacs, don't forget to spike the like button. Boom. I love it. Hit the like button. Roger makes a tremendous point. Now, this show's great. Well, you never know what's happening, man. You never know what's coming. Comments, questions, super chats. Consider becoming an Asmaniac. Turn on gift receipts in case someone wants to make it rain. We are presented today by Underdog Fantasy. We'll get to Mike's comment in a second. Guys, if you haven't used Underdog yet, now's the time, man. You can start drafting your fantasy teams for the upcoming season. They have what's called a best ball league. It means you draft the team, you set your lineup, you set it and forget it. And if you win at the end of the year, boom, the money's yours. It's fun. They'll automatically adjust your lineups, but also you have the Underdog Pick'em. Great deal cooking at Underdog right now. You could use promo code Asman. They'll give you a 50% deposit match up to $250. I've been posting a bunch of Underdog picks in the Discord chat every single day that I'm playing Underdog. So check it out. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show to get into that. But more importantly, use Underdog Fantasy. Take out your phone, download the app, and when you sign up for the first time, make sure you use promo code Asman so you can take advantage of that deposit match for 50%, up to $250. Ladies and gentlemen, super chat from Benny Baboon. I did not have Bobby Blue Balls on my 2024 bingo card. This is what makes the Jake Asman Show incredible. Bang! Bang! Amen, Benny. All-time Bobby moment today. No doubt. No doubt about it. Sneakers to boots. Jake keeps me entertained through traffic. Appreciate you. Love that. Let's see. Pittsburgh Mike says, do you think Rodgers' training schedule will be adjusted for camp this year? Will he have more rest? Also, do you think the Jets signing another quarterback pending Jordan Travis's injury status? No, I think they're set at quarterback, Mike. I think they're good. Do I think his training schedule will be adjusted? I mean, not really. I think he's Aaron Rodgers. Like he'll have his normal workload whenever he needs to get ready. I don't think there'll be anything noticeably different than what we saw last year. He's fully healthy. It's not like he's still rehabbing. Like he's done with the rehab. Like he's Aaron Rodgers again. Sean says no Reddick for mandatory media day. Tomorrow is mandatory minicamp. We will see if Hassan Reddick reports. It will be a story in the morning if he's not. If he has not. Did we sign Corley yet? No, not yet. I'm not worried about that, though. Comments, questions, super chats, more of your calls right now. Let's go to Johnny Boy. Johnny, what do you got for us?
Bro, Bobby, yo, you got him good, dog. That shit was one of the funniest things that I've seen in a while. How did you keep, like, from not laughing your ass off the entire time, knowing damn well what was going to happen, bro? Like, professional at his team, man. Dude.
I was laughing. You could hear it in the clip. I started laughing and cracking in a couple of them.
Bro, that crap was hilarious, dog. And yo, shout out to Bobby, bro. Like, he's such a good dude, man. Like, I love that guy, bro. Like, he's the locker room, right? He brings all the crazy ones on over and whatnot. But hey, I did want to say something in regards of the whole Jet stuff. Special teams, man. Like, you think they're going to show anything right now with this mandatory OTAs, like maybe some of the formation? Because I keep seeing they're signing more people to see who they're going to put back there. Like, do you think Izzy will be gone? Is he the one that might not even make the roster and he's going to be the cut this year? Or, I mean, what's your take on all that?
I don't think Izzy makes the team when push comes to shove. I like that they have a lot of competition for the kickoff spots. Like they're giving Jakeem Grant a tryout today. So I like the fact that they're basically letting Brant Boyer have like free reign on what he needs to get ready for these new rules. But I don't think we'll see anything at at minicamp that is noteworthy in that regard, because they're still not wearing full pads and hitting each other, and you can't really evaluate kickoff returning until you see it with pads on.
Yeah, I guess I'm more excited to see what they're really going to be doing and see the different types of formations that they're going to have. It'll be intriguing to see that the different types of blockers that they're going to have, because they're going to need bigger ones now, right? Back in the days, we was all for speed. Now it's going to be really, I don't know, bro. It's weird, man. It's like the dudes are going to be looking at each other, right, until the actual player touches the ball, and then they could contact. I don't know. It's awesome, man. But hey, keep doing your thing, brother. I wanted to come up here, say A1 on the whole, Bobby. I'm glad that we finally solved the mystery that was who called Bobby. Appreciate you, bro.
Johnny, thank you. It's still a mystery, man. I don't know if we'll ever get the real answer. A big fella. Jake headed back from Tennessee tomorrow. What's the schedule? Would like to listen during the long-ass drive. Big fella, there'll be a show in the morning for you. And then Robbie Sabo around 4 p.m. Eastern to recap mandatory minicamp and what he saw on the practice field tomorrow. So probably around 10 or 11, first show. And then we'll get you Sabo in the afternoon for the recap of minicamp. So that's the plan. Knob Deep, is there a reason they soured on Izzy? I think it was performance related. He still can make the team, but he's going to have a good training camp. Like he is firmly on the roster bubble right now. I mean, if they keep 4 running backs, he would make it, I think. But we'll see. Comments, questions, super chats, keep it coming. Channel memberships. We have gained 0 new members this show. Does someone want to be the first to make it rain? Mickey Rosa up next on our show. What's up, Mickey?
What's up, Jake? I listen to you every day, but I've never had a chance to call in. So I'm going to be reading off a piece of paper because I have stats. I think Aaron Rodgers is the most disrespected quarterback. And not only is he better than Eli Manning, I think he's better than Peyton Manning. So here are the stats between Aaron and Peyton Manning. So Peyton Manning in the playoffs is 14-13 in 27 games. Aaron Rodgers is 12-10 in 22 games. So he's got a better win percentage. Next up, Peyton, 40 TDs, 25 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers, 47 TDs, 13 interceptions. So he has like half the interceptions and 7 more TDs, even though Peyton has played 7 more games. Next up, playoff games where their teams have scored more than 21 or more points, but they still lost. Peyton Manning has only lost once in that situation. Aaron Rodgers 9 times. Playoff games with less than 250 yards. Peyton Manning 14, Rodgers only 7. Playoff games with multiple touchdowns thrown. Peyton Manning 10 games, Rodgers 16. Then the biggest game in the world, the most clutch game in the world, the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, how many touchdowns has he thrown more than Rodgers? Since Peyton's played in 4 games, Rodgers has only played in 1. It's a tie. They've thrown the same amount of touchdowns, even though Peyton Manning has played in 4 games. And I just feel like everyone has this narrative that Rodgers isn't good in the playoffs when he is. I think the only game he was really shitty was his last playoff game. It was awful versus the Niners, and I think everyone just thinks of that game like he's bad. But
yeah.
he's torn it up in the playoffs.
Sorry
Sorry for talking so much.
No, you had some good stats. You know, I referenced some of these actually on the radio this past weekend on Sirius. Like Aaron Rodgers lost playoff games in his career where his defense allowed 37 points, 44 points, 45 points, 37 points, 51 points. You gave the stats: 22 career playoff games, 45 touchdowns, 13 picks, nearly 6,000 yards. He's got 100 quarterback rating in the playoffs. In the NFC title game, the Packers defense allowed 35 points per game on average. Like, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a second Super Bowl ring because of factors around him, not because of him.
Absolutely. And my favorite stat of that was the first one with when their team has scored 21 or more points. That's happened to Peyton only once on a loss. Rodgers 9 times. Then another stat I like is when you talk about skill position number 1 picks, who their teams have gotten. Rodgers is only Jordan Love. Peyton Manning has had, I have it written down too, Edgerrin James, Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, Joseph Adai, Anthony Gonzalez, Donald Brown, and Reggie Wayne was drafted in 96. Peyton was in 98. Rodgers never thrown to a round one receiver.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could argue Rodgers greater than Peyton. The difference is Peyton Manning got that second ring, so people aren't going to realize that. But it just shows you how silly it is to only make it about rings, because Peyton Manning's second ring, he had very little to do with it that year. It was basically like he was owed one from the football gods for being so great and taking teams that probably didn't belong in the Super Bowl to the Super Bowl because of his greatness. Now, hopefully, Aaron could get some luck his way too with this stacked team he's on.
Absolutely. All right, Jake. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Mickey, great first call. Call back again, all right?
All right. Thanks, man.
I love it. Let's keep it going here. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a female's touch on today's program. Jay Graves up next. Jay Graves, what did you think of Bobby Midnight revealing a lot today? Unmute your mic, Jay Graves. We can't hear you.
I forgot. Sorry. I will admit I just got on. You had me on a random day off. I am going I have one of my kids I used to see. He graduated 5th grade. There's a little graduation party today. But also, Bobby Midnight, he holds a very special place in my heart. So what happened with Bobby Midnight?
You know what? I'm just going to allow you to watch the tape back.
Okay, yeah. Because Bobby's always classic, so. And even though Gary has ridiculous takes, he also holds a place in my heart. I work with kids in the spectrum. I know his son's in the spectrum. So, Gary, you got a place in my heart, too. And I just wanted to represent, I'm going to call us the 4%ers. Like New Heights, 96%ers, 4%ers. We got to represent.
I love it.
All right, have a good one, Jake. Appreciate you.
Jay Graves, we appreciate the call. Well done. South End Auto Detailing. Next up. What's up, South End?
What's up, Jake? How you doing, man?
What's up?
I was just got home, so I'm walking the dog. I was trying to call you while I was in the house, but I got a couple points. I guess coaching would be a worry. Just in big time situations against guys like Reed, Harbaugh, upper echelon coaches, I feel Saleh might not have what it takes. Great, this guy's shitting now. I got to pick you up. We might take a shit like this in those big situations, you know, if the coach doesn't do what's needed. So that's one worry. Just in big games, regular season, I think we'll be all right. Secondly, hold on, come here, buddy. Rodgers, if he gets hurt, obviously that's obvious. But that's any QB. Garrett Wilson, I think look at clean your dog shit up, guys. Don't be a scumbag. Pick up your dog shit.
South End, thank you for that.
That's it, buddy. I'm over here. I'm looking for who's the kid that says he lives in the hood? I don't see him out here. We got police roaming around, fucking double parked on the curb with the trailer.
So you don't live in Kansas City, so I wouldn't expect you to be near Chiefs fan.
Yeah, I'm in Albany, so good old Albany. Look, we got police here walking around. Yeah, Scott. I want to check on that place, see if he even works there. But yeah, no, Garrett Wilson getting hurt, I think, would be big.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna play the injury game, sure. Like, I promise you, if Travis Kelce got hurt for the Chiefs, they'd have problems as well.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right, thank you for the time. Good God. Oh man, what a call. Brian says, Jake, what game are we tailgating? Brian, all of them. What type of question is that? Now, all of them, man. Well, I'll see you there. L5. Except if you're going to Jets Texans, I got something special for people going to that game that I will announce once I finish collecting payments from everyone for that game. Some bookkeeping that needs to be done. North Jersey says, grow up, stats mean bleep, rings mean it all. Eli owns Aaron. You are probably one of the dumber people on the planet if you would take Eli Manning's career, who is a fringe Hall of Famer, over Aaron Rodgers, who's probably one of the 5 greatest players to ever play that position. Eli Manning has led the NFL in picks 3 times. He has a career 500 record. Eli Manning in his entire career had 2 seasons where he won playoff games. He's a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. He is a New York legend. You can never take away what Eli accomplished in the Super Bowl. He's not even close to Aaron Rodgers as a player. That's just a fact. Your follow-up comment says, you guys are going to get crushed when the wheels come off the Jets again this year. No contrition, all arrogance. The fans are causing the evil gods of football to do this to the Jets. Considering you don't even know how to spell Jets, the hole is a perfect place for you. We will see you later, you bum. Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it. See ya. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man who needs no introduction. B-Mac joins the program. Hello, B-Mac.
I do need my own introduction music, Gator, and I mean, so hopefully, give me like a, like a rap of like a old school '80s hip hop rap.
Well, B-Mac, piece of advice to you: if you demand an introduction to Gator, he's probably not going to do it.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I mean, hey, Gator, I'm still Gator's still my boy. You know what I mean? But I just probably be cool to get one. Yeah, that's a crazy stat that guy just put out. Peyton Manning has 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, tied with Rodgers 3 touchdowns, and Peyton's been 4 times, and 2 Rodgers 1. If that's true, that's a wire stat. Oh, also he forgot about this stat: his rushing statistics. Rodgers has 285 rushing yards in the playoffs, and he has 4 rushing touchdowns. So that he left it at.
Aaron has had great playoff games. I think our last caller made a good point about how you can the last game against the Niners. I didn't think he played well in that game, and it was a low scoring, ugly game. But I mean, there's been so many games that you could point to where this is a Packer fan, the defense just wasn't good enough. The one time Aaron Rodgers ever had a top 5 defense in his career, he won the Super Bowl and was Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. I mean, that last playoff game, you are right. Like, I can't, being a big Rodgers fan, I can't defend that. He was bad. I think that was his worst playoff game I ever seen. Because, we you got to score more than 10 points at home. You are the MVP and you are the number 1 seed. You know what I mean? You can't lose to a team that hasn't scored an offensive touchdown. So that one I definitely put at him. But the rest of the ones, he did his job, and our defense and special teams kind of fumbling in the bag. But I do want to call about that Detroit Tigers game that they mocked him and the Lions linebacker had more completions than Roger this year. Like, Detroit sports people, they are first of all, Detroit sports people, Detroit sports in general are terrible than New York sports. You know what I mean? Like, the Detroit Lions act like congratulations, you had one great magical year. All right, you still choke in the NFC Championship game, and before then, don't forget that Rodgers owned y'all. Yeah, his last year y'all own him. So congratulations, y'all got one on him. But don't forget who was the king of the NFC North.
Yeah, I mean, look, to me, Aaron Rodgers is the only one that gets openly mocked for his serious injury. I think it's ridiculous. To me, no other athlete I could ever recall suffered like that type of injury, and he's been mocked for it. Like, was Tom Brady mocked when he had his torn ACL week 1 of the Pats 08 season? I don't think so. Now, maybe part of it is just social media nowadays. Everyone wants a cheap laugh, and social media wasn't really a thing in 08 the way it is now, but I don't know. Mike D's Nuts says, wait, what did Detroit do? Rewind, Mike, and I talked more in depth, but the Tigers put this on their Jumbotron yesterday. Who had the most completions last season? And it was a player on the Lions and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, just stupid. Lou writes in, joining late, not sure if you touched on the topic, but is it a concern Hassan Reddick's holding out, if that's what we're calling it? Well, mandatory minicamp is tomorrow. So until we see whether or not Hassan Reddick is there or not, I'm not calling it a holdout. Bob Up and Down is up next on our show. Hello, Bob.
Hey, Jake, listen, I had a vision. It was a prophecy. We're in the Super Bowl against the Niners. They score late, right corner of the of the end zone. They score a touchdown. We get the ball back with a little bit of time. Rodgers goes down and scores a touchdown, and we walk off, and green shit is falling out of the sky.
Bob, from your lips to God's ears.
All right. You remember when it happens.
I expect you to call into the post-game show that night celebrating, all right?
I will.
Bob, thank you.
All right, bye.
What a call. Montreal is up next. What's up, Montreal?
What's up? What's up? How you doing today? How you doing?
What's up, man? Are you a first-time caller? I don't recognize you.
Actually, I think this is actually my second time calling.
All right, there we go.
Before the draft, so it's been a little minute. But no, I'm calling to check in. I do want to say something about the playoff Aaron Rodgers. I can't say his last 2 playoff runs in Green Bay, he had bad games. Deep in the playoffs, he had the bad game when he fumbled against Tampa Bay. He had Tampa Bay and Tom Brady beat.
Yeah, I mean, Brady threw 3 picks in that game, and his defense carried him to a win. So it's like that doesn't get talked about either. Like, it still takes a team, you know?
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers threw interceptions at the end of the game. When the game was over, it was won.
I mean, he had better numbers than Brady in that game, and then that was that was the controversial, like, LaFleur settling for the field goal when they were down 4. They should have went for the touchdown.
See, I'm a Jet fan now, so I'm loving it this year. I think we win the Super Bowl.
Hey, from your lips to God's ears, Montreal.
I think we win it. Tyrod Taylor come in for a few games. I like it. I like our running back depth. I like our wide receiver core. I still think we need to get rid of Lazar. But I'm loving it. I'm very hyped this season. I'm finna start my own podcast soon. You know what I'm saying? It's a fan's view. No bias. You know what I'm saying? So,
are you saying my view is not a fan's view, Montreal?
A fan's view, unbiased. It's gonna be the name of my.
The name of the show is A Fan's View.
Yeah, a fan's view. I'm giving it straight from a fan's perspective. Like, it's nothing but fans calling in. I'm still working on my links. I'm doing college football, NFL draft. I'm doing it all. I'm a diehard.
I could promise you, Bobby Midnight will call into your show the second you do it. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Montreal, farewell. Comments, questions, super chats. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is one of the all-time greats. Not Gary, but Gary's daughter. Hello, Decker.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How was the weekend?
Nice.
Yeah? Do anything fun?
You did a haircut, or are you just not wearing your hat today?
I'm just not wearing a hat right now.
Alright. I think the Jets will win the Super Bowl.
I agree. Let's sign me up for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let me see.
We don't want you. We want Decker.
No, okay, they want Decker.
Yeah, not you.
All right, Decker.
What else are you predicting, Decker?
Everyone would love chicken and pasta.
Yeah, I had some great chicken parm over the weekend, Decker. It was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And now he has a sick belly.
With some pasta on the side. No, my stomach's never been better. So it was
I'll tell him what I told you yesterday night.
What did you tell me last night?
When we were in Disney.
She's saying she had chicken and pasta when we were in Disney at the buffet. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It's possible. I think she's misremembering.
No.
Hey, Decker, I have someone that really is just like messaging me up the gazoo right now to come on and say hello. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well, you know I love the Yankees and the Jets, and to read the super chats are more than just a hat. Bobby.
Hi, Decker.
Hi.
How are you? There's your dad, huh? He's
good.
a good guy. You like your dad too, right? He's a good guy, right?
Yeah.
You're a good girl too. So how is your cannoli doing? How's the
Good. She's sleeping by my feet right now.
I know. She loves you guys, huh?
No FaceTime for you.
No FaceTime. Oh, poor dad. He's a good guy, though. I like him.
Yeah.
If he comes on my channel, you could come on my channel too, okay?
Yeah.
Have him have you come on to talk to everybody. But if you get a chance, I mean, it gets crazy over there. Yeah. So
Bobby, I'm worried about that cough of yours.
No, it's just a bronchitis, I think.
I think it was bronchitis. I think you've been doing too many shows, Bob.
No.
Yeah, I think you're working too hard.
Well, I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah, but you're always live, and in fact, like the show's taking over your life. Decker, watch this clip. I mean, this is your dad's influence on Bobby.
You know what it is? They can't get the taxes out of that in Airbnb because of Zell and all that stuff. They were so they outlawed it. That's basically what it is.
That must have been recent because I stayed in an Airbnb like maybe about 2.5 years ago.
Was it in Manhattan?
Huh?
Was it in Manhattan?
No, I was in Brooklyn.
Okay, yeah, I know Brooklyn and Queens has Airbnbs. If you're looking to go out there, you
yeah.
definitely could.
Oh,
like,
okay.
you could look in, I think, to Long Island City. I don't know if they have hotels and whatnot there, but Long Island City is like a Manhattan, brand new Manhattan. Like there's a brand new skyline. I know people that.
That's awesome.
Bobby, what are you singing, Bobby?
Nothing. I know. You know, it's hard to talk there. You try and say something to people. That's how what I came up with. Chicken and pasta. Because I love that video for your dad. You like him spin around too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're a good girl. And he's a good guy.
Bobby, I'm worried about that cough.
I'm not. I got water. I got water right here.
Bobby,
it's the toss of the chicken and pasta song.
Oh yeah, put that up for her, and then I leave.
Take a sip of water, Bob.
Well, you know I have my own YouTube show. If I'm awake, I'm going live. Unless Jake has a show, Bobby.
Chicken doesn't go with pasta. Don't you know it's disgusting? Chicken can't go with pasta. Why? Because of the texture. Instead, go get yourself pizza at the closest Shell gas station. Cause chicken don't go with pasta. I just discovered dogs are pets.
Good thing your dad did discover dogs are pets because Cannoli's a great dog.
The one thing I disagree with is my dad couldn't make pasta if his life depended on it.
I can make pasta.
No, you couldn't.
I can make pasta.
You couldn't make it taste good.
You couldn't make it taste good?
That's up for interpretation.
Is your mom a good cook, Decker?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the star cook of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Love
No. I am.
You are? I love it. You cook?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Chicken and pasta.
She's awesome. I love it. I love how you are the biggest troll to your dad. It's tremendous because Gary's a troll when he calls into our show.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't consider myself a troll.
Hey, what did I say? No face for you.
Okay.
No face for you. No face.
I love it. Well, any big plans this week, Decker? What's going on in the life of Decker?
Nothing really. Nothing really. My friend has summer school, so
Your friend has summer school.
Yeah. And no face for you. No face for you.
You got nothing really this week, right? This is a quiet week.
Yeah, quiet week.
I love it. All right. Well, you keep us updated on your plans. All right. Call back anytime.
Hey. No.
Hold on. We'll play a little boxing this time for you.
Knockouts don't matter if you land enough jabs. You can do music.
More calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. We go to Oliver next up on our show. Hello, Oliver.
Hi.
What's up?
Chicken 100% goes with pasta. What do you mean?
I agree.
Yeah, chicken goes with pasta.
It's like the silliest take ever, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like the silliest song. How does it?
It's funny. I hear someone in the background that sounds a lot like Jets Johnny.
Tell him what you think about Aaron Rodgers, dude.
What do you think of Aaron Rodgers, Oliver?
You're
Oh,
on
there's
the
Johnny.
show. You wanted to call it.
I love it. He
So,
killed it.
what'd you think? He doesn't want to do it.
Can he
It's
give us
all
a
good,
jet
man.
chant? Does he do a JETS Jets chant?
Give it to him, Jay.
J-E-T-S, suck, suck, suck.
He's a Dolphins fan.
What? Wait a second. Oliver, how could you betray your dad like that?
How could you do that, man? He
Oliver.
always gets me, man. He's a Dolphins fan.
Wow.
Pass. You know, he was born in Hollywood, Florida, so
Man.
we'll give him a pass.
Well, you know what? Hey, Oliver, this is for you.
Just shut the fuck up. I did not ask for the demo.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know there was curses in that one. I pressed the wrong button. That's my bad. Ignore that one. I meant to. My bad. I swear I didn't mean to play that one. I meant to hit a different one. My bad, Johnny. I thought that's why I asked Gator to send all those without curses. My bad.
All good, man.
Now I don't know which one to even play because I don't know which one's which.
Send him to the hole.
Yeah, you know what? That might be the best thing to do. There's no curses in that one. Oliver, this is for you.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
To the hole you go, Oliver. My bad, Jets Johnny. Family show. I didn't know that one. I thought it was all bleeped out. This was the other one I was gonna play, but I don't know if there's a curse on this one. Let's find out.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. And may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, that one would have worked, so we'll know that for next time. God. Peter with a super chat. Decker would probably still be a better quarterback than Zach Wilson. I would take Gary's 9-year-old daughter, Decker, over any of the quarterbacks the Jets have had from 2016 beyond. More of your calls right now. Dre is up next on our show. What's up, Dre?
What's going on, my guy? How's everything going?
What's up, Dre?
I feel like I missed a lot. I have a lot of catching up to do. I caught the show right where we were discussing Bobby and Bobby Blue Balls. That's oh my God. I was upset. I was like, damn, I don't have any. My son's not in the car. I could have put him on real quick, but he's not in the car today, so it's just me. I apologize. My kids are way cooler than I am. I freely admit that. Let everybody know ahead of time. Listen, if we get squashed Aaron Rodgers, I will wait till after every game, and then I'm going to talk so much crap to everybody. Everybody's going to get it. All the crap that I was talking beforehand, and then we got the bad karma, so I'm staying shut. But if Rodgers does what Rodgers is going to do, then we're not going to have that conversation about anybody and have those discussions where we have to explain why we have the greatest. He goes against us in the Super Bowl, and if this becomes a 2 or 3 year run, I mean, let's face it. If you gave Brady our defense, Brady would get another championship. If you give Peyton our defense, Peyton would have had a championship. He didn't get one until he got the one with the Colts, but then the other one he lost to the St. Louis Saints.
There it is. The Dre internet strikes in the car. Love it. Love it. Look, Aaron should probably have been to more than just a single Super Bowl. We all understand that. But if you go through why he hasn't, it's way more on factors he can't control than him not playing well in postseason moments. Was it his fault Brandon Bostic couldn't hold on to an onside kick against Seattle? I mean, he lost a playoff game in 2019. The defense gave up 37 points. 44 points in 2016, 45 in 2012, 37 in 2011, 51 in 09. And now you have people like CJ Stroud saying, oh, if you put Matt Stafford in Green Bay, he'd have 3 or 4 rings. Like, it's just, it's the Rodgers slander has gotten out of control. Now, I'm just seeing this from Matt O'Leary. Dude, Matt O'Leary is breaking more stories than anyone on the Jets beat. Shout out to him. Hassan Reddick was not at the Jets media day today. And he was the only player, according to Matt, that was not in attendance. Now, let's see if he's there tomorrow when they're actually on the practice field. Because my understanding is the Jets didn't practice today. It was just media day. They were just doing all the pictures that you see the Jets putting out throughout the day on their social media. Guys in the jerseys for the first time, etc. Now, if he doesn't show tomorrow, then you have obviously a situation worth watching this summer. Can the Jets and Reddick get a deal done so he doesn't hold out? Now, ultimately, I don't think Hassan Reddick is going to skip regular season games. I don't. He needs to play to get paid. So this only goes so long, in my opinion. But obviously, if you're the Jets, you traded for him. You have to understand he wanted the new deal when you made this deal. So what can they do to add to get a solution here? To me, it's you tack on another year and give him a pay raise. That's what I would do. Omari, no Reddick again. Shake my head. Tomorrow's a bigger day than the media day today. Let's see if he shows up tomorrow. Mike D's Nuts has gifted 5 channel memberships. Folks, you know what they say? We're off.
Bang! Thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
Franco, you're a member. Sylv, you're a member. Marlon, Zach, My Young Ring, you're a member. 5 new Asmaniacs have officially been added. Love it. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. I want to play something that we debuted on the first show on the day today. A collaboration between Purple Belt Mike and Will Monahan. If you missed it earlier, this song is taking over the Asmaniac universe. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Purple Belt Mike and Will Monahan with their joint collab.
I'm not doing rap, okay? I just say it in my regular voice.
Okay. Nice and loud, nice and loud, nice and loud.
We love the Jets like we love Bobby Midnight. How's that?
Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, 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 Jets. Super Bowl of us, we will not rest. Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show, you know he's up next, man. Start the show with a mean theme. We about to paint New York green. 2024, we winning the chip. House get trashed from the hip. This is what we do as many as unite. We love the Jets like Bobby Midnight. Get a make it edits while Scott toss ducks. Gary with the hot takes.
Somebody say Brock Bowers.
We can get Lowski to chant. Will Monahan to sing. Northeast Nuts will make it rain. All hail the king. Canoble's future is bright. Purple Belt can write. Jake is the Asmaniac's white knight. If Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, 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 Jets. Super Bowl of us, we will not rest. Jets, Jets, Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, Jets, Jets. Jake Asman Show, you know he's up next, man. This verse is for the team, the one that we love. Garrett with the circus catches, Mike Williams from above. Brees Hall to the house, that's for the starters. Let's not forget we got Aaron freaking Rodgers. Best defense in the league, Atwood's top 5. Week 8, CJ better pray you make it out alive. Our cornerbacks are Sauce, Mike, C, and Reed. There's no better cornerback trio in the league. We bring the pressure with JJQ in a song. Quincy breaking necks while I'm rapping on the song, man. Caesar Superdome is destined to rain that great confetti. I don't care who we play, Detroit, Mount Spaghetti. A special shout out goes to all the listeners. Losers go to the hole in the shadow realm, takes no prisoners. Lastly, don't forget you already know what to do. Smash the like button like Bonesy sells shoes. Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, 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 Jets. Super Bowl of us, we will not rest. Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show is simply the best. Jets, 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 Jets. Jake Asman Show, you know he's up next, man.
Hey, wake up! You're about to experience the greatest talk show on earth. The Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it. Get it started. Jets, 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 Jets.
What a show. What a song. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Purple Belt Mike for that production. Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from Omari came in while that song was playing. I wanted an offseason with us under the radar. If this deal doesn't get done, that's one more thing for the media to talk about with us. Was the contract not discussed during the trade? Look, I'm not going to panic that Hassan Reddick maybe doesn't report to something in June. It's business. He wants a new deal. He deserves a new deal. He's 19th among defensive ends in salary. He has had double-digit sacks like 5 years in a row. I think Joe Douglas is smart enough to realize when they acquired him that they were going to have to do some sort of negotiation with him. And you know what? If he holds out, I don't believe he's actually going to hold out for regular season games. Like, the Jets have the leverage here. That's how this works. To me, I think the solution is what the Chiefs did with Chris Jones last year. They basically gave him a raise, gave him some incentives where he can make more money, and then they allowed him to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. I think the Jets could do something similar from a raise standpoint, and maybe they tack on another year. But I'm not going to panic. Is it frustrating? Yes, it's annoying. You prefer it not to be happening, obviously. But I don't think this is anything that's worth being that worked up about, if that makes sense. Shout out to O'Leary for getting this, though, because now all the aggregators, the Dove Clemens of the world, are running with it. And O'Leary 50 minutes ago said that he heard that Reddick was the only player that wasn't at media day today. So there you go. Rich says, need 200 likes. We're at 189 right now. If you don't hit the like button, I'm convinced you don't like us. NY Jets, Florida, next up. NY, what do you got for us? Great ceiling. Great roof. Oh, yeah. This is NY Jets, Florida's best call yet, folks. Look at that rooftop. Bobby, what do you think of that roof?
I like it.
I
don't know where he is.
Yeah,
Hey, New York Jet, Ted, where are you?
Hey, Ted.
Calling Ted.
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 Man, we'll check back with him. All right. He's not there. Let's see. Mike D's Nuts says, what other fan base is doing this? Yeah. What other fan base can produce 6 tracks in like a 4 or 5 day span the way this audience did? I mean, it's unreal. And if you missed it, Blitz BK dropped another fire track over the weekend as well.
Is what they told me. I know it. But I can't stop. Been a fan for over 30 years, shed many tears. Many levels of this garbage, I see many tears. Many fear Rogers might snap back to the Achilles tail. Willie steer the D to not blitz. Yeah, we really here. Willie share the ball with Garrett Wilson and just Brees Hall. Or will Alan Lazard use his hands and finally score? We saw up and down play just like the seesaw. Yeah, I called him better than Corey Davis. Yeah, I recall. 2024, we much different. I'm wishing. Scoring 20 more, our competition. Dismiss him. Corley pretty raw, but with the ball, they just miss him. Hacking, making calls, we just pray that Rodgers fix him. Quicker to read, quicker release. He's Superman or Christopher Reeves. Human or beast, Putin or peace. Shooting from deep, we ruin the east. Tuna we eat, they losing their sleep. Cause Q is loose, so they moving their feet. Choosing to creep outside of the pocket, so they lose their cleats. I'm addicted to this team. I'm addicted to this green. I'm addicted, so I yell and I scream. Don't know shit about these schemes, bro. I'm addicted to this team. I'm addicted to this green. I'm addicted, so I yell and I scream. Don't know shit about these schemes.
I mean, unreal. Blitz BK, the artist who put that one together for us. We have 7 songs for the album already. And if you count Bass, Jake, and the Chicken song, we're up to 9 songs on the album. Unreal. Unreal. And these are like good songs, man. Tremendous. More calls right now. The big fella joins us. Big fella, what do you got for us?
Hey, what's up, man? You tell me what fan base is keeping their spring summer as entertaining as this one, bro. This show's been insane. Bobby Blue Balls. Come on, bro. It's funny. It's so funny. And then when you did the slip with Just Johnny.
Yeah, I really didn't mean to do that. I feel bad.
Bro, this show has been amazing. I mean, it's hilarious. You know, congrats to you.
That kid was like 10 years old. I didn't mean to drop.
I heard your ass, and I was like, oh my god. Oh, it's so good. But anyway, what am I going to say? The Jets, you know, it's early in training camps tomorrow, or is it mini camp?
Mandatory mini camps tomorrow. They did their media day today. They didn't practice today, but Larry getting that nugget that Reddick didn't show today. Maybe he's a sign he's not going to be there tomorrow when they practice. So we'll see.
Well, that's a possibility. I mean, it's still early, you know. I mean, he does deserve a new deal, like you said. I mean, double-digit sacks like for 5 years in a row, and you're ranked 19th. You know, JD had to expect that when he made the trade. You know, so they're probably just working out numbers, and that's what I would view anyway. You know, but I don't know. Just want to let you know this show, as I've been in Tennessee, this show has been very entertaining, man. So
I appreciate it, big fella.
Keep
Well,
up the good work.
enjoy the drive back tomorrow. We'll do our best to entertain you.
For Christ's sake, it's going to be like 9 or 10 hours. Then we're going to stop in Daniel Murphy's state probably, and stop there and then head back to Jersey. So
I love it.
It'd be good. Oh, and by the way, that Gator song, the rock song, that's my favorite.
Oh,
that is my favorite song. That song is, I don't know, that song's great. I'm gonna have to rewind the show and show my son it, because that's his best. That's probably his best work in my opinion. It's amazing. So anyway,
it's pretty good. You're not wrong.
Keep up the great work, my man. Have a good day.
Thanks, big fella. Appreciate you. Shout out to everyone tuned in. Hit that like button. Over 209 likes now. Boom. Ghost with a super chat. Hey, Jake, love the channel. I'm an Eagles/Jets fan. How is that possible? Originally from Harlem, but moved to Philly when I was 6. I smell a green Super Bowl. Jets versus Eagles. Oh, my God. Jets, Eagles? Sign me up for that. I don't know if you could be a Jet Eagle fan, though, Ghost. You got to pick a team. You're a Jet fan. Come on. You've been an Asmaniac for 2 months. Ladies and gentlemen, he is back from wherever. NY Jets, Florida, who gave us one of the more boring phone calls of all time, has returned. Hello.
Thanks. I'm back to redeem myself, Jake. Sorry about that.
Where were you? We had a great view of your ceiling.
I had to run and get my wife's prescription for medicine. She got
Hi, Ted.
bronchitis.
Hi,
Oh, hey,
Ted.
Bobby, how are you?
Are you lying? Your wife has bronchitis.
Yeah, she got sick a
Oh.
couple months ago, and
Yeah.
it's kind of lingering a lot. So it's almost like it comes and goes for some
Yes,
reason. Like
me too.
she'll get good, and then she'll start
Stop.
hacking away.
Yep. Hey, Jake.
Hey, Bobby.
What's that channel you going on at 7 o'clock? Is it Badlands or something?
No, let's talk Jets with Tyson Rouch.
Okay, let's talk Jets. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I
no
didn't
problem.
know
Hey,
they-
the purpose of my call, and by the way, Decker's adorable. Maybe we should have a kids only session one day on your show, Jake, where all the kids can pile on and abuse their parents. Let's just say that. I got something that everyone was curious about at one point. It's called Hungry Howie's. It's a chain in Florida.
Oh yeah.
So it's just above gas station pizza. Like it's Domino's, but
That looks like
it's not
Papa
awful.
John's quality.
Basically, that's what it is. So anyone, lots of when you have kids and they want pizza, that's just like the go-to. But just like Gary's go-to when he goes to a gas station at 3 a.m. So
I love
that's
it.
how
And-
it goes.
And why? Way to redeem yourself.
Thank you, Jake. You have a good one.
You too. And why? Checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone who called earlier when he was just fresh off his overnight shift. He was drinking his coffee. He was indoors, and now he joins us from the great outdoors.
I mean, honestly, it's time for another V-Man call. I mean, honestly, I'm not sleeping.
Hello, V-Man.
Hey, Jake, what's up?
You tell me. You called the program.
And I saw you were on, so I thought I'd just pop in, right now.
Yep.
Enjoying a bit of Trigo and a cigar. So, yeah, what was I just missed it. So what were the negative Nancy's saying now about the Jets?
The usual.
The usual the stale old Jets narrative crap.
Yep.
Also, I did hear that Reddick wasn't around today.
He was not there for the media, like photography stuff that the Jets did in-house. Let's see if he's there tomorrow.
I hope so. It's like, I'd rather not have any of these I mean, it's a minor off-season story, but I'd just rather avoid them. Just focus on the football.
Yes.
Man, we're entering that quiet period now. Both Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals are going to probably wrap up pretty soon. It looks like probably, I'm going to probably guess that neither team is going to put up much of neither team is going to, neither series is going to be very competitive. Just have
the
that
hockey will be.
Maybe the hockey, but yeah, I think the Mavericks are going to get swept by the Celtics.
Swept.
Yeah, my cousin definitely is going to be happy, and my cousin Jack is probably smiling his ass off from above if he still remembers what the Celtics are.
Interesting. Now, V-Man, that cigar looks pretty large.
Well, it's average. I just got just a shop that's open late at night on my way to my late night shift. So I just picked one up.
Give us a tour of the backyard or wherever you are.
I'm just on my deck, and it's nothing. I had my dogs out earlier, little dog bed for them, shade. It's pretty modest.
Is that a Puerto Rican cigar?
I wish it was. But then you can't find Puerto Rican cigars in the States. You have to mail order them.
You should have brought some back with you from your trip.
I did, but that's for me and Neil.
Oh, that's right.
I did read up this though. Is that Don Collins soaks their cigars in the Barrilito 3-star rum.
Do you have any of that type of rum?
I do, but I can't open it because it has your name on it. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get another barrel. I'm gonna get another package next time I'm in the city during the day because I know where the shop that has it. But like I said, I'm always there at night, so it's never open.
I see.
Yeah.
V-Man, thank you for
Well,
the
I
call.
guess. Peace.
I mean, honestly, Jake just hung up on me, and honestly, I'm going to go back to sleep.
V-Man enjoying the great outdoors on this fine Monday evening. Riveting conversation there, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, up next on the show is Sneakers to Boots, who I assume has made it back after his trip in traffic. Hello, Sneakers.
What's up, Jake? Yeah, thanks to the show and the chat, keeping me entertained during the long days of traffic, especially sometimes it's a hit or miss during the summer, but appreciate the content. How was the Yankees game? Which game did you go to?
I was there Saturday and yesterday, so I saw them lose on Saturday, and I saw probably one of the better regular season games they'll play all year yesterday. That was a great game.
Oh man, I'm super jealous. I'm sure that atmosphere was electric. Aside from all the Dodgers fans and apparently Yankee Stadium handing out Judge hats with Ohtani on it and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Let's make it clear. They weren't handing them out. They were selling those, and I am utterly baffled by any fan who would spend money on a Judge Ohtani combined hat that's like $50, and it just says their name and number on it in black. It's like the ugliest looking hat ever, and then you combine the fact no Yankee fan or Dodger fan would want an opponent's name on their hat. It's a travesty they sold that, but it just shows you some morons do have money because someone's buying that.
Yeah, or they're that, or their kids are throwing too big of a temper tantrum. And maybe they'll add the extra $50 for the hat to add to the Soto contract. So maybe that'll chip in some of the extra money for Steinbrenner. But in terms of Reddick, he's not showing up to camp. I just don't think he's showing up to camp. He wants a new contract. I believe he laid out $250,000 to skip not coming to OTAs, if I'm not mistaken. He wants a new deal, but he's coming from a team that he produced for, and he's trying to get signed by a team that he hasn't proven anything with. So I'm very curious to see how Jody navigates this. I do think maybe he does give him kind of that bonus incentive thing, like you've been mentioning. But I'm not expecting him at camp. So hopefully he's just going to become conditioned. But
well, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Quentin Williams skip mandatory minicamp 2 years ago too, and then they eventually gave him a contract?
Yeah, and I mean it's hindsight's 2020, right? Like we were complaining about then, but we kind of figured that Quentin was going to get the bag from us. But also like he's a homegrown Jet too, so it's kind of like maybe does he feel like he owes anything to Reddick? I don't know. But I mean, he does have a good.
I think they give him a 2-year extension. That's my prediction. They'll give him a 2-year deal, or maybe they'll give him a raise this year, and it's a 1-year added to it. I don't think this ends with they just say go screw yourself, come to camp, and he eventually like reports like a week before the season and then starts. Like I don't think it gets to that point. Like I think there's something that gets worked out before training camp, if not a week into training camp when there's still plenty of time for him to be ready for the season.
Yeah, and I mean, there's obviously going to be some downward dominoes from that too. Like McDonald's not going to get the reps with him as well to learn from him, so hopefully he will be there. But if he doesn't sign and we let him play out the year and then he gets a contract somewhere else, we get that 3rd round tender for 2026, I believe, or whatever it was. Is that how that works?
I don't have the snaps in front of me that he needs to play. Snaps and like the sacks trigger it to be a 2nd round pick as opposed to a 3rd round pick in 26. I think based on his history and how the Jets rotate guys, it's not going to be a 2nd round pick. It's going to end up being what they gave up, a 3rd in 2026.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But in terms of the Rodgers getting slinged arrows, bring all the arrows. Let this guy get fueled up, fired up. He doesn't need much for motivation, especially with the elite character that he has when it comes to football. So let all the slings and arrows come at us. I'm ready for this season. Can't wait for the Jet fans to get riled up, and we're about to knock some heads around. So go Jets. Jets, Jets, baby.
Sneakers, love it. Glad you're out of traffic. All right, folks, it's time to play something that we wanted to play earlier, but it was not kid appropriate. Folks, Robert says, cut Reddick and save $15 million in cap space. Right. Cut Hassan Reddick, who they brought in to replace their most productive pass rusher from last year, and Bryce Huff. Great idea. Not.
Just shut the fuck up. I did not ask for the dim opinion that came out of your ass, so shut the fuck up.
You tell him, Bobby.
Was that Gator?
That was you.
No, that was Gator.
No, that was you. Let's go to Greg. He's up next. Hey, Greg.
What's happening? How you doing? How
are you, Greg?
What's this about cutting Reddick and saving $15 million? I'm glad that guy, whoever it was, is not a GM. That's ridiculous. Oh my
That's right.
goodness.
That's what Stupid Town was built on. Takes like that.
I'm glad you built it just in time too. Anyway, I hooked up with the liquid IV. That stuff is good.
Hey,
I love it. That stuff is real good.
I've used it for
I got
years.
the pineapple one, and I got the pina colada.
Let's go. I got my, let's see, I have the lemon lime right here. I use it every day, man. I take it, I pour it in my cup of water, and I stay hydrated. It's great.
Yep. Got mine right here. I got mine in my little container right here.
My man.
Yes, sir. But I just wanted to chime in, say hello. I know I haven't been on in a while.
Well, we miss you, Greg, and I'm glad you called in.
Miss you back. Take care now.
Greg, thank you. One of the great voices in the history of this program. Our guy, Greg. Greg or Morgan Freeman. We may never know. We love all our callers, man, but some of them have iconic voices. Man. Andy Dufresne, who crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. Can't you just picture Greg saying that? Bobby, can't you just picture Greg saying that?
Sure, it's redemption, right? Redemption.
Shawshank, yep.
Yeah. Wait, doesn't he sound like the other guy who does, like, what's Darth Vader? Who's Darth Vader's voice?
James Earl Jones?
Yeah, that's who he sounds like to me.
Yep. Hey, give me a Luke, I'm your father, Bobby.
Luke, I'm your father.
Perfect. Well done. Craig, checking in. It's got to be the what? Is it the morning in Australia? Greg with the incredible voice. Love it. All right, we're going to wrap up here shortly. This show's gone on, quite frankly, probably a lot longer than it needed to go for a Monday, June 10th program. Tomorrow, we'll be all over the Reddick situation when Salah speaks in the morning, and we will be all over practice reports with Sabo in the afternoon. Love it. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. And if you're still watching this, if you're not watching it live, God bless you. You've seen a lot to the show. All right. What a program. Shout out to everyone who gave a super chat. Shout out to everyone who called in. Oh, we're not ending the show just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live from Australia, unless he's traveling again, which you never know. Our guy Craig joins us. Hello, Craig.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Good morning, Craig.
7:30. I've got a live show. I had to rocket out the house so I could call you. You'd be happy to know I have pulled over because I can't afford for my call to drop out. I know it's I know you don't like it. I couldn't do it to you. I've got a question though. Is Bobby like on permanent hold this morning?
Well, he's just always around. Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Craig. I haven't talked to you since the hotel.
Bobby,
Remember
my brother.
You were going
was
to
in
get
the-
Italian, remember?
It's
At
true.
the
I went to Angelo's next to the Ed Sullivan Theatre,
Was
which,
it
by the
good?
way, very, very underrated. Amazing place. A good value. Really, really good food. But yeah, I was in the Hotel Edison up above the
Yes.
Rum House chatting to Bobby.
Yeah,
in
with
my,
his wife in the room too.
Yeah. And I've worked out, Bobby, your show, it's a bit like the late Jake is the Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and you're the
Yeah.
Late Show. That's what it is.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
no,
well,
there's no
yeah.
doubt about it.
Hey,
So we just,
so you going to a Jake game this year, you said?
oh hell yes, that's that goes without saying. It's a question of
Which
which
one are
one,
you
but
going to?
Mrs. Craig and I are locked in for the home opener, my friend, which is
Oh.
Thursday night football, and
Yeah.
we're going to probably get to the US on the Saturday prior or the Sunday. We've got to
Oh.
get at least 5 days early
Yeah.
because I cannot have like a tornado or a snowstorm screwing me over. That's just not
Do
going to
you-
happen. The trip before last, we had biblical floods, and
Oh my God.
even the subway was closed. It
Do
was
you
that
see what-
crazy.
Do you see what happened to me last Friday?
I did not. Tell me.
You know, they go, hey, Walter, I don't know his last name. He's such a nice guy.
Walter McIndoe
Yeah,
gifted
yeah,
Bobby and his
McIndoe.
brother 2 tickets to the Jets Texans game. Craig.
Mate, I was so
And
happy
then
for
Jake
you.
got us on the field when they come running out.
That's right. You better not trip Aaron Rodgers, Bobby. All right. You just
No,
gotta,
no, I'm not
gotta
gonna
give him a
trip
high
him.
five. All right, just high
Yeah,
five
high
him. That's
five.
it. Yep.
Then
No, the
he's gonna
MetLife
have
turf
me.
will do that for him. Don't worry.
He's
Hey,
gonna have
probably.
me at the tailgate too. So
Yeah, Mrs. Craig and I were watching that when you were gifted not only the tickets, but the field pass, and you should have seen her face. She's like, "How do I get that?" So yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
I don't
talk to
know.
my.
I didn't ask for it. I did not. He did it himself. I was crying.
It made my day, mate. It made
Wasn't
my
I
day. I was
crying,
so
Jake?
happy for you.
You deserve it,
Wasn't I-
Bobby.
Wasn't I
That's
crying?
the Jacksonville game, is it?
That is the
No,
Texans
that's
game.
Texans on Halloween.
Oh, I meant
I'm
Texans.
going
Yep.
to ask
Yep.
myself, Bobby. That's all I need. I really hate Halloween. I'm not getting into the story though, but I do hate Halloween.
Are you,
Hall-
Bobby?
Halloween's great.
Are you gonna dress up, Bobby?
No, I won't tell you on the show. I could tell you in Discord if you want. I'm not going to tell you on this show.
But you don't like to type. How are we supposed to know?
Well, we could talk on the phone in Discord.
What about on the Bobby Midnight Show? We can't.
Yeah,
we
if
can't-
you call in.
Can't get a
that's
word
fine.
in. There's too many people.
I
Well,
know.
I'll tell them to shut up so you could talk.
You can
I
mute
can't-
everyone.
Yeah, and then the other day I was saying the chicken song with Gary, chicken and pasta chicken. Then they go, Bobby, what are you saying? And I said nothing.
Can I make a request to all
Yes.
those thinking of making the Asmania rap? Can somebody do it in bluegrass, please? That's what I want to hear.
Isn't that country?
Yeah, man, I love bluegrass so
I
much.
love country. I like Toby Keith.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, even going further back. To those
way
guys.
back.
But yeah, anyone with a banjo, please, for me, please. I'll be forever
okay.
grateful.
Well, I don't have a banjo, so.
Bobby,
You
gets
play
stuff.
banjo, Bobby? I got to see that.
I don't think he plays banjo, but maybe he
I don't
can
think so.
learn.
Yeah, maybe. I got to get to work, mate. The OR calls. Have an awesome evening. Please go to some venues for us. Get a dollar slice for me.
I
Chicken
love
over rice, something.
I'll have some chicken with pasta just to spite Gary, Craig.
Poor Gary. We're going to stop in Dallas, I'm telling you, one day, and I'm going to see him. And I'm going to meet. The real reason is to meet Decca. She's amazing. She is going to be famous. There's no question about it.
She's a star. You can tell.
She is. And she knows it. You can tell just by the look on that face.
Well said, Craig. Craig, we love your calls. Enjoy the work day.
Take care, mate. Love everyone. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Craig in Australia, who will in fact be with Mrs. Craig at the Jets home opener. Will be in L5 beforehand. Speaking of L5, ladies and gentlemen, the architect behind the L5 tailgate, Matt Siegel, says, I'm on the almighty Amtrak to New York City. I'll see you in an hour. Go Jets. Am I right? Matt Siegel, you're coming to New York and you don't even give me a heads up. What is this? What type of blasphemy is this? Wild. All right. What a show. Craig, a perfect final caller to close this out. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. My name is Jake Asman. Busy day of content tomorrow. We will be all over Salah's comments. The first question he's going to be asked is, did Hassan Reddick show up? He'll say no, and then people will make it a lot bigger of a deal than it actually is. That being said, it is a story. We'll talk about it tomorrow, and we will react to what happens on the practice field as well, because the media will be covering tomorrow's mini camp practice. That does it for me. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show. I can't say this enough. Get in the Discord. If you're not, it is hilarious. There is great banter, great perks that come with your membership besides the Discord when you sign up for my Patreon at patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Once again, thank you all for your support. My name is Jake Asman. This has been another exciting show. We'll be back sometime tomorrow morning and then again in the afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, everybody. And I'll talk to you guys soon. JETS, 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 Jets.
My name's Mr. Bonesy, I smoke that dro. Listen to my flow on the Jake Asman Show. Got Gator behind the scenes, comedy genius. I say it a lot, Joey 3 legs with the big penis. Yo, Gary, gas station pizza over chicken and pasta? No wonder you ain't made Boom Jake Asman Show roster. My man's waiting patiently in the lobby. Go ahead, let him in, Jake. Hi, Bobby. Yo, Will and Purple Mike, hope you watching from afar. This is how you spit some fire-ass bars. There's only one king and it's Loki with the crown. And let's let Andrew finish breaking some film down. He's Joe, I'm Bone. Now I pass my boy Jake the microphone.